here we are on Monday, back to the routine. But in this routine days, I have bought something interesting content again, that is Coursera free certifications, and also the Cognizant job application lately in the video, and also brought up the link of the internship of Willamette 3. Coming to the Cognizant, it isn't the latest update, but I will tell you how this Coursera certifications will enhance your job opportunities in various firms and also including Cognizant. So I've also made a Twitter page for the latest job openings. I have mentioned it in the description. Go check out those things there, because mentioning all the job openings in a video isn't possible. So you get the latest things in the Twitter page, because Twitter is one of the fastest update medium. So I have mentioned in the description. So go check out. You will get the latest fast updates about the job openings and all the things. You can also DM me there. So I have mentioned the link in the description. Coming to the Coursera free certifications, without any nonsense. So here I am in the incognito browser of Chrome, because in my regular web browser I have already logged in and all the credentials are already shown, so it makes a bit difficult for the newer ones how to register and all this stuff. So in the incognito browser, so I request you to create mails, 2 or 3 additional mails, because you have to do courses minimum of 2 or 3 in numbers to enhance your job opportunities in the various technical interviews and various technical firms. I will show you what are these courses and make you relevant of this process. So in the worst case scenario, if you aren't having any mails, so do this thing: temp email for OTP. So here is the first link, that is temporary mail, disposable temporary email. So this website generates a fresh email every time you refresh it. If you are in a normal web browser, it only gives you chance for the 2 emails. If you are in an incognito browser, it generates a fresh email every time. So here you see the temporary email and also the inbox regarding this temporary email. So getting into the Coursera thing, I have mentioned this link in the description and also make you relevant with all the courses what are present in it. So the first category is the free job skill courses for the world-class experts from the technical side, and free personal and professional development courses. There are some few courses here, and free courses for public health experts. So our area of interest is the free job skill courses for world-class experts. So here you see with the various courses which are free, and it is mentioned that it is open till June 30, 2021. So coming into the things, the point is that every email gets only one course to get enrolled. So you can get enrolled in one course with only a single email. So single email cannot be enrolled in various courses. So that's why I've said you to create some 2 or 3 emails so that you can enroll in 2 or 3 courses and enhance your chances in the technical interviews. So here are the courses which are present for free. So let's register in one of the courses, that is getting started with Amazon AWS, that is machine learning, the most rated course. So here you see enroll for free starts. The date is irrelevant. Whenever you join, it starts on that day. So mention it's only for Indian students. Nothing like that. Anyone can apply, but it's the charity from Coursera for the Indian students for the free stuff. So here it pop out for the sign up thing. Full name, just I'll create a temporary thing, that is Elon Musk. It's irrelevant, you can create any name, your wish. And coming into the email, so here I showed you the temporary email. I'll copy this email, then I'll paste it over here. It's nothing to do with the password of the email, just you have to create your own password. So I will create a temporary password. So join for free. So there is something robot check for tractors. Sign up successful. So here you see that I have registered with a name called Elon Musk. My credentials are created, and So when you get enrolled, you see the cost of the original certification, that is 2139, but it is free till June 30. So getting into the course, now you are equipped with everything, all the credentials. Now you are free to do your course. You can start your course, complete your course. So this mail pops up because we are using an American Los Angeles time zone email. So that's why I have said you to create some emails. It's easy to create 3 to 4 emails from the Gmail side. So this thing pops up, nothing to do with these things. Now you can start your course, you can do all this stuff, you can complete your course. While coming to the certification, the main thing is that you go to the settings, whatever the name you might have, the profile name, that is Elon Musk or any email and all. So you are nothing to do with the password of this email, because you don't require the password of email. You create your own password. So when it comes to the verify my name, so this name comes in the certification you complete. So this name pops up in the certification and printed in your e-certification, that is electronic generated certification. So here I name some other name, so like Jeff or John, anything. By checking this checkbox, you are ready to go, that declaring that you are 13 years older. So you submit. So whenever you complete your course, now you get the name of John. So your name is John is verified, this name that will appear on the certificate. So whatever the name, username might be, you make sure that you change your name that comes on the certificate. So with each email you can only have one course enrolled in it. So make sure that you have 2 to 3 emails. Now what are the important courses in these things? So I go to these things, same. So you see here, introduction to Intel Aruba Network Basics, migrating to Google Cloud. So this one is a top rated and interesting and important thing, that is migrating to Google Cloud. It's all related to the GCD, Google Cloud. Getting started with the machine learning of AWS, this is another thing, important thing. So you must ensure complete these 2 things. And the worst rated, I would say, this is the building your first Android app. You might get tempted by the name, but it is the worst thing because their accent isn't relevant to English. Something like Spanish thing, same as like Money Heist accent, like professor and all. The English which they are using isn't relevant to us. We can't understand that. It's have your own experiences. I have found the worst course this. Next, coming into the other important things, that is networking and security architecture with VMware. So VMware is one of the top rated company for generating virtual machines across the country and globe. So check out, this is also one more important thing. And coming into the version control with Git, anyone who is working with the Git will know the course regarding this, but nothing to do with that. You can also start up with fresh. So mind the things that important are migrating to Google Cloud, getting started with AWS, and networking and security architecture with VMware, and version control with Git. So minimum you should have 2 core certifications, and maximum you can have any of them. When it comes, if you are thinking of only 2 things, so you make sure that you complete the migrate to Google Cloud and getting started with AWS. And next prioritized thing is that networking security architecture with VMware or version control with Git. Any of these 2 things you can do. So minimum of 2 things enhance your job opportunities, because I have said you in my previous videos where I have gone through the technical interview of Mindtree and also the company in which I am working now. So everyone checks your certifications as equally as the projects you have done. They matter a lot. So Coursera giving us this opportunity, don't miss these things. Being a student from Tier 3 college, we have to make sure that everything from our end is good and clean, so that we don't miss out our job opportunities. I'm also from the same category, so it's very hard to get job out there in this situation. So don't be a common engineer, so be some different and enhance your chances to getting into the technical firms and all. So I have said you this temporary email. So here you might see the Coursera things, the mails and all, the verification mails and all. Action required, please confirm your email. So you can confirm your email address. So it's confirmed and you are legalized to do all the courses and all. So use that technique of the temporary mail generation in the worst case, because it has a different time zone. In the worst case, and nothing to do with that, mention that you change your name that appears in the certifications, as I mentioned here, John. So this one, so whatever your name is, the original name, please those things. So whenever you change with another email and do the another course, mention that you have the same name in the certifications and all, the government recognized name, the name on your PAN card, Aadhaar card, or anything. So this is the thing regarding the Coursera certifications, free certifications. Mention that it is open till this month end, but you can enroll in as many of these things. You can complete it day by day. So if you enroll till June 30, you are free to do. The next day you aren't allowed. So enroll as many as you can. So minimum of 2, maximum anything. So coming to the next part of the video, that is Cognizant job application, frequently asked questions and doubts. After clicking the registration link, the window appears something like this. So it redirects you to the Superset platform. So people might be relevant who have applied for the Capgemini off-campus drive. If not, the interface looks like this. So when you go to the eligibility criteria, main thing is that it is only for the passing out years 2021 from Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Technology, ME, MTech, MCA and MS Software Engineering 5-year integrated courses. So no standing arrears in the current education, maximum year gap, that is 2. So these are the eligibility criteria you can look over. So when it comes to apply now, it redirects you to the another page with the detailed explanation, job description of the Cognizant Gen C. So the interesting thing is that let's make you relevant about the selection process, that is round 1, the aptitude, general aptitude ones. This is for Gen C profile. One disappointing thing is that they aren't having any Gen C Next profile, that is a higher profile with higher package, that is around 6 to 7. So these Gen C Next generally comes up with on-campus recruitments. It's something disheartened thing because the off-campus students also have equal talents as compared to the on-campus. So it felt a little disheartened because there isn't any Gen C Next profile coming into the first round, that is aptitude, the second round, that is Gen C Next interview. So that is interesting thing is that there is only one interview mentioned here, but we should see when we go into the things further. The next, that is Cognizant offer after completing your selection process and the other criteria before joining. So next, going into the apply now, you get a detailed job description about these things. So next, apply now. So you should give your registered email ID if you are already registered in Superset, or else your regular email ID. So if you are already registered, it gives some message that you are already registered in the Superset with this email address. Then you should enter your password. So the thing appears here that it has a blue button for showing up option that apply here. When you click on that, the things which are there I will make you relevant. So first thing is that you should update your resume. So mention Cognizant is giving instruction to have a passport size photo in your resume at the top. And also if you are a person with near to 60% or just to 60%, mention you give the percentage as 65 and also CGPA as 6.5, because sometimes while converting the CGPA into percentage, it gets you to the things disqualified and some people don't get even the written test link. So this scenario can be overcome. So if you are mentioning in CGPA, do mention it above 6.5. When you convert those 6.5 into percentage, it comes nearly to 61 like that. And also for the safer side, mention your percentage as 65 in both the hands, so that your written test opportunity isn't went out because of this percentage criteria. So getting into the things, first you are mentioned to upload your latest resume, then your Aadhaar card number, then with the things, that is the technical knowledge, you have the languages which you prefer. So there are 2 languages must, as I previously said. You shouldn't have to be expert in many of the languages, just have 2 or 3 language knowledges, and you are good to go to crack any interview. So they will ask you two language of interest and the proficiency in that language. So how much proficient you are, have you done any project in those language fields. So next, coming to the interesting thing is that you have a category of DBMS, that is database management system, and what kind of database management system you have worked in. There are various databases mentioned in the drop down list, and also in the programming, that is in the language session, there are many things starting from C to C sharp and ending from Java, Python and all. So these are the things when it comes to applying the job for the Cognizant. So how can you change the resume if you are already uploaded? So next, coming into the resume thing. So when you go into your profile, so here at the bottom you find the resume field. Here you can delete the resume that you have previously uploaded, or you can add a new resume with the updated requirements. So careful with the percentage criteria what I have said, so that you couldn't miss your opportunity of the written test. At least भाई written test link ही नहीं मिल रहा है, interview तो बात की बात है. First we have to at least get the opportunity of writing the test. So this is the thing, you can upload the resume. If you are new to Superset, so it tells you to create a new Superset profile with all the things same as all the job boards do. So these are the things. So whoever is relevant previously who has applied for the Capgemini, it also pops up here. So you see Capgemini MCA batch 2021 pool campus, and also if you have applied recently for the Gen C developer, it also shows here. Coming up to the things after registration and all. So the main thing is that if your application doesn't get accepted, the main thing is that you might have previously applied in the 6 months window. Though in 6 months window, sometimes they are also considering if you have already applied in the on-campus drive, you aren't eligible to apply for the off-campus drive. If you are in a such situation, you will get that you are not allowed to apply for this job profile by the Cognizant. We agree to inform you that you are not eligible since you have already appeared for the Cognizant in 2020. This is the worst thing that many of the people are encountering, because those who have appeared in the on-campus board aren't getting the chance to be in the pool of off-campus drive. So what was the criteria to reject them? The only criteria was, we agree to inform you are not eligible since you have already appeared in the Cognizant. This is the whole profile for those students who have gone through 2020 on-campus drives. So everything is correct, but only rejection point is that you have already applied previously. Coming into the acknowledgement mail, after submitting your application, you would get an acknowledgement mail, something like that, same previously what you got for the Capgemini. That is, dear, your name, you have successfully submitted your application for the profile of Cognizant Gen C developer. So this is about the acknowledgement mail. Coming into the FAQs and doubt, can't we apply if we have applied in the recent past? I have said that people are getting the regret submissions because they have already applied in 2020 drives. So is it only for 2021 passing out? So I have clearly showed in the eligibility criteria, that is, it is for the 2021 passing out. Didn't receive acknowledgement mails till now, wait for 1 and 2 days. If you haven't get in these 2 days, again try to apply. And resume isn't getting uploaded, so I have shown you the resume session, how to upload the things. If you are new to Superset, you are prompted to create a new account. So these are all the things about the Cognizant application. Do let me know if you have any FAQs regarding this. More the FAQs and more the doubts you mention in the comments, so I might clarify them in the next video which I might be posting. So next, coming into the Willamette internship applications and FAQs and doubts, the link is provided in the description. So it is nothing much, it's a Google form. Though it's a Google form, I will show you the overview of those things. So coming to the Willamette recruitment registration form, that is the internship registration form, it is something like this. So many of might encountered it previously before they have opening their drives frequently. So it's your name, role you are applying for. There are many things, many interesting things, and also some personal information, gender and all, Aadhaar card number. I don't know why this form is too long. It's something like registering for any government job. It's too long. And coming into the last, there are some Q&As from their side, and also some awkward things are that they're asking for your religion and also caste. It is same like job, the government job applications. First time I have seen from an IT firm job application to mention these categories. It's their wish and all. So the location preferred, here you have to upload your resume and also your latest photo. These are the main things, your resume and the latest photos, and the declaration and the submit button. So this is about the William-Metheny internship Google form. The only asked question about the William-Metheny internship application is that the process is too time consuming, and sometimes you aren't also getting any mails, rejection mails or selection mails. I don't know why this firm is doing such things, because it's taking its process too long and also not giving the right information after completing the written test and all. So I'm also irrelevant about those things, because I have also applied 2 times and now I am stressed about these things. I'm not going to apply again for the William-Metheny internship. They aren't giving any results of the written test or else any acknowledgement mail that you are rejected and all. So you can have a check. The Google form link is in the description. And coming into the another job opening, that is career at M-Phase. It's a location from Bangalore. It's for freshers. I have also linked up in the description. Go check out. And also I have said I have created a Twitter page for the recent job posts, so that you don't waste your time in the videos. You can directly go check out the link and apply there. So I have mentioned it in the description, the Twitter page. So do let me know if you have any queries and doubts. So main thing is that if you have the certifications in various programs, then you are more likely to be selected, because I have mentioned every job interviews nowadays are expecting to have some different knowledge from the common candidates. So it plays a very important role. I've also mentioned in my interview experiences of Mindtree, there is a total playlist of the Mindtree. You can go have a look of that thing. So they ask for your certifications. If you haven't mentioned in the resume, if you have given your resume, they will go have an overlook about the certifications you have. So main certifications I have mentioned. So do complete those things and enhance your opportunities. So while uploading in the Cognizant resume, the things means the courses which you are registered in, though you haven't completed and got your certifications, mention those certifications, mention those topics in your resume, because when it comes to the interview time, you might have completed those things and they don't check for your certifications. They only see the credentials. You get a credential link, and also mention that you change your name on the certifications which appear. So Coursera certifications, not only Coursera certifications, the other certifications from a recognized platform such as Coursera, Udemy and all are very valuable and enhance your chances to getting recruited in the various firms. So do let me know if you have any queries and doubts. Thank you and all the best for your upcoming interviews.